All right, I have no idea what that guy was doing with the mask on, with an entourage of motorbikes and sirens, so I decided not to look into it further and kept on going. Here we are at the famous cemetery. Was checked it out yesterday, however, it was packed. There was a lineup out the door, and I was just like, no thanks. First of all, I'd like to mention that the reason why I did Buenos Aires is one, because I wanted to see the city, but two, Royal Caribbean was charging almost $1,700 a person to go see the falls. We worked it out to do it by ourselves, to see Argentina side and Brazilian side, and stay an extra 2 days for $500 each. But it was just, a lot of work in general with planes and everything. And we're like, okay, we'll just stay and see the city. And we are so glad we did. There was so much to see. The cemetery was an amazing find. And there's a huge market, which you'll see a little bit later, outside that just expanded almost forever. So here's the market, mostly an arts and crafts market, not so much the food. So slightly disappointed, however, many unique things to see. Now, as we got further down, more towards the trees and the grass, mosquitoes were eating me alive. I felt like I was dying. I think I almost complained we should take a taxi at some point. However, we trudged on to find out what was. This guy selling his wares was really good on the ocarina and managed to draw in a lot of people. I don't know why there was a Mario there. Should have went up and asked him. Here's some store that was selling some wine, alcohol. He did sell some butcher meats. Pretty much a really random store. Pasta, chocolates. Alright, here we are at the famous bookstore. I was shocked to see so many people. It was crowded, and one of the only things that annoyed me is everyone just, stopped in the middle. There was some Christmas stuff, which was also kind of a surprise. And I just picked up a random One Piece book. Wanted to see some Spanish. Yep, I cannot read it. Put it back. Saw some Harry Potter, kind of goods, and there was Game of Thrones, Harry Potter, Friends, all that kind of merchandise. And then we went to Chinatown. Now, this was pretty fascinating to a point. So one of the biggest things is the currency exchange. Here we are in front of it. And with the currency exchange, you go to a regular one. We were quoted $8.50. We went to another one. We were quoted $9.20. And then we went to the one in Chinatown, and we were quoted 1,017 for $1. And the exchange rates were kind of all over the place. Unfortunately, if you wanted the best exchange rate, $1 for 1,017, you had to basically use a minimum of $100. Now, for some of these stores, we had to put all of our stuff in a locker, and we weren't allowed to carry our bags in, so security was pretty tight, which is fine for us. This is the place, Casa China, that has the best exchange rate in the market itself. We went to a Chinese restaurant afterwards, and I had basically chow mein, and so she had beef noodles, and of course we had some Pepsi. So here we are actually paying with US dollars, which they widely accept. However, they do make a phone call to decide what is the rate they are going to give you. They have to check it every time because it's constantly changing, even within an hour. So we exchanged to the local currency. It worked out to $1 to 950, so we were pretty happy with that, and got some random Oreo cookies and more snacks. Alright, so this is our snacks from Buenos Aires. I got mayo chips, some gummies, chocolate with nuts, ham chips, xiaohu duck, and grape peach Oreo and other Oreo and Wang Lo cat.